Stonemeyer Games joining you for round three. Oh, gotta get Beatty out of here. Beatty was on my desk, and he's gonna go bye bye now. Beatty, you gonna say bye bye? There we go. There we go, bud. All right, he's gonna slip on out. He doesn't like when I do these live casts. He wants to wander off and probably try to steal Walter's food. Let's see if he gets. Nope. Get out of there. Okay, there we go. So we're playing round three of game 46 today. There's a tornado watch in St. Louis right now, so hopefully everything will be okay. It looks actually pretty sunny and clear outside right now. See people walking around outside, so hopefully should not be a problem. And yeah, today we're playing with Tapestry, one of my favorite realms. Hey, Chad. My Little Scythe, one of the easier realms. Let's say, and a Feast for Odin in the easier realm. So this might be a time to actually complete Tapestry, which I've done pretty rarely. So we'll see if I can make that happen. Also, I wanted to remind you that April Fools this year, we're still not quite at April Fools, even though we've been talking about it for a few days now. But we have our 3 new April Fools promos today. They're real promo realms that are on the website. We have one based on Isle of Skye, one based on the mini golf mini game that's included in Rolling Realms, but this isn't. This realm isn't included, and then a realm based on Biddy and Walter that who you just saw on camera a few seconds ago. So. Yeah, those are on our website now. They'll be there for a while if you want to wait to put them in a future order. You can also include them if you've already pre-ordered expeditions and you want to include them. Just send your expeditions order number to contact@stonemeyer.com and let them know what you want, and they can add that stuff to your order. They being Joe and Dave, who handle those emails. Jonathan is joining us today too. Jonathan, thank you so much for playing along this week. He says he's excited to see our final scores from round 3. So far, Jonathan, I think I beat Jonathan in round 1. Jonathan beat me in round 2. So, Jonathan, this is our tiebreaker to see who wins the game of game 46. All right, here we go. We're all set up. Let's jump in and roll more 5s and 3s, which apparently what I've been doing. Here's 3s. Starting off with a pair of 3s. We could have used that yesterday with Euphoria in play. A pair of 3s. Okay. Oh yeah, I like the 3s. Let's put a 3 over here and get a heart. And let's put a 3 over here in a Feast for Odin. Use that shape to just finish this island right off the bat and get a pumpkin and a coin. And I have a coin now, so I could do something in Tapestry. I should have the layout memorized. For Tapestry to do a great job in Tapestry, you kind of need some 6s. And eventually you need to fill in some 1 gaps. And so if I can figure out what those gaps are quickly, so I don't make you bored, then we could have a potential great use of this realm. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so right here. So I'll put a 1 right up here. I think that's where I'll need it. Okay, turn 2. Hopefully I won't need that 1 elsewhere. There's a 6. Love to see the 6. 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3. Let's go ahead and get another coin. So where do I want that? I want that, and I want that. Yeah, so right here. There's a coin out of Tapestry. And the 3, I'll put the other 3 in My Little Scythe and get a pumpkin. And because I've created this pair of 3s in My Little Scythe, I get a coin. And so I could do something in a Feast for Odin if I wanted. I'm really hesitant to use those coins early on in a Feast for Odin, so I will hold off on that. Turn 3. A 1 and a 2, low numbers. Not really what we want from Tapestry or a Feast for Odin at this point, so we'll see how this works out. Chad, Jonathan, anyone else who's watching along, let me know what you're up to this weekend. What are you playing this weekend? What are you doing? I played disc golf yesterday, so I don't know if I'll play this weekend. I am playing Betrayal Legacy tomorrow night, and I'm hoping a tornado doesn't hit tonight. That's my plans for tonight. 1 and a 2. Okay, I bet if I figure out this for Tapestry, I can plan ahead a little bit more. Put that right there. So I need a 3 over there in Tapestry. I don't really know if I want that to be a 3 or a 2 over there. Kind of want to stay flexible in Tapestry right now if I could manage that. The 2 Let's put a 2 in my little scythe. And go for a heart. Although the 1 might be better, because what I really want in Tapestry is a 3. I know I'll need a 3. So why don't I do that? Why don't I do that instead? I'll mark off a 1 in my little scythe. Still get a heart. Still get a heart there. But I'll use the 2 and turn it into a 3 and put it down here in Tapestry. So I'm pretty sure if I get those 6s, I'll need to do that eventually. And again, it's unfortunate, but I won't do anything in a Feast for Odin again here. Chad says he's flying back to Michigan from New York tomorrow morning, then off to a chiropractor. His vacation bed messed him up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chad. And Dominic is popping in to say hi. Hi, Dominic. Happy Friday to you. Turn 4. Give me a 6. Come on, turn into a 6. Oh, that's so close. Did you guys see that on camera? That die really was curious about turning into 6, but instead we have another 1 and a 2, which is fine for my little scythe. We can get another pumpkin, another coin. Tapestry, not as fine. What can I do up here? I'll go for a 2. I'll use the 2 over here in Tapestry. Right, like that? Is that what I want? How can I get this closed off the fastest? Yeah, I'll go for that. Don't get any resources out of it yet. The 1 I put in... Yeah, I already did that in my little scythe. And so now a Feast for Odin comes a choice. Should I start to use some of these smaller shapes in a Feast for Odin? A 3 is not a small shape, so maybe I should just go ahead and use the 3. Yeah, let's use the 3. I'm going to create a 3 and use it right here and get a heart and a coin from a Feast for Odin. All right, give me some high numbers. Let's get some high numbers here. A 2 and a 3, slightly higher. 2 and a 3. I'm like getting ready for Tapestry to work, even though it isn't working yet. The 2 could work in Tapestry. 3 does not work in my little side, and I just used that 3 in a Feast for Odin, so I know a 3 doesn't work over there, unfortunately. That's too bad. Well, I need another 2 in Tapestry. No. I could do a 2 or a 3. Let's put the 3 in Tapestry right here. Where do I need that? I need that right here. Actually, that'll give me a heart. That's nice. And then the 2 I need to use elsewhere. Again, Feast for Odin. I wish I was doing a little bit more there. But I don't want to use that 2 yet if I can help it. So let's put the 2 over here and have a little flexibility with 2 pumpkins. Turn 6. Again, high numbers. It's just not happening. Jonathan, this is like yesterday without any pairs. We have a 3 and a 1. A 3 and a 1. So I think that was my last hope for Tapestry to work out perfectly with the 6s. So I need to veer from that plan and go with a backup plan. I don't really have a great backup plan for it. But unless I want to put a 2 in there, I do need a 2, but I would have to manipulate it, which seems like a pretty big stretch to do that. So yeah, I'll use the 3 in Tapestry. Unfortunately, I've already used 1s and 3s in my little scythe, so I need to not use that for a round. But yeah, let's get a coin. Coins are always useful. There's the 3. And now the 1. I think I have to go ahead and use a 1 in Feast for Odin. I will use it. Let's get a star out of it. Might as well get a star. So here's a star in Feast for Odin. There we go. And Jonathan says, nightmares of yesterday. Yes. We only have 3 turns left, too. Okay, let's go for it. I'm not even going to ask for high numbers this time. I don't want it. I want low numbers. I'm trying to trick the dice. There's a 2 and a 5. That's a little bit better. 2 and a 5. The 2 is good in my little side, at least. It's actually also good in Tapestry if I need to use it over there. And the 5 in a Feast for Odin. Okay, let's use the 5. I was kind of hoping for this shape. So I get a pumpkin, a heart, and a star. And I finished that island. I think I get 1 star per completed island. So I already have 2 more stars. Yeah, I love A Feast for Odin. Very friendly realm. That's the 5. The 2. So I'm wondering about if I should maybe copy the 5 and put that over in Tapestry. Get a bigger number over there. I kind of lean towards doing that. Although the 5 doesn't fit all that well in here. I could put it there. I could put it here. It doesn't fit all that well. But a 2 in my little scythe is great. So let's go ahead and put the 2 here. I get a heart. I also get another coin. And we'll copy that 5. In fact, why don't we do this? Let's just splurge a little bit. Let's turn that 5 into a 6. There we go. And get a heart out of it. That might help us a little bit. You never know. Yeah, actually a 4 and a 2 in Tapestry would be wonderful right now. A 4 and a 2. I can make a 2. I just need to roll a 4. There's a 4. A 5 and a 4. So yeah, let's put that 4. Well, I'm going to get a heart and a pumpkin. 2 hearts. I'm sorry, 2 pumpkins and a heart from Tapestry. All I need is a 2 now. I'm going to finish Tapestry. This is going to be awesome. I'm always happy to do that. And then the 5, I have another 5 shape in A Feast for Odin, so let's use this other 5 shape and put it... I'd love to get that star. How can I best get that star? Okay, I'll go here. I'll get the star like that. So that's a star and a heart. And so I've done Tapestry. I did A Feast for Odin. I don't necessarily have to do anything else in my little scythe because I actually have all the stars already for my little scythe. So I can just focus on the other 2 realms. Okay. Final turn. All right, what are we calling here? Jonathan, Chad, Dominic, what do you want for this last roll? I think a natural 2 would be great for Tapestry, and 6 is great for Feast for Odin. A 6 or a 4 would be great for Feast for Odin. So maybe a 2 and a 4. 1 and a 4. We were pretty close. 1 and a 4. Okay. 1 and a 4. So I want to try to... I wonder if it's possible to complete A Feast for Odin. I doubt it. I would need a couple pumpkins to do that. So, but I can put a long... let's do the 4. Let's put that 4 right here to get a coin and a heart. Coin and a heart. Yes, I would need 2 sets of 2s over here in A Feast for Odin. No, I would need more than that because I have... Yeah, so I know that I can't finish off A Feast for Odin. I might as well stop. Chad wanted a 5 and a 3. Jonathan wanted a 3 and a 6. Neither of those numbers came up here. 6 would have been great. But I can either create a 2 or I can manipulate this 1 into a 2. Let's create the 2 just in case I think there's something else to do with those pumpkins. Here is the 2. And plus I get that coin back. Tapestry is complete. That's beautiful. I love seeing that. And again, yeah, I could activate A Feast for Odin 1 more time, but that's not enough. And so I will just be happy getting the 17 point... I think I might go over here. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. 18.3. How do we fare in our duel here, Jonathan? Did you beat 18.3? Chad, Dominic, anyone else playing along live? Let me know what you scored and how it compares to 18.3. I'll hang out for a minute while you calculate your scores. And I'll calculate my score for the game, which looks like 27, 37, 45, 45.3. Little on the lower side, but I'm happy with that. Got to finish with kind of a boom here, or a bang here with these easier realms. Yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll be back in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks' time, I will use these new realms in a game. So hopefully by then you'll have those new realms if you've decided to pre-order them. If not, you can play again in the future. You can play against me at any time, unless you want to play against me live. I don't see any scores yet here. Jonathan, Chad, want to let me know what you score? Good game. Chad says good game. I think Chad will probably play along in the future. Jonathan said he got 16.0 exactly. He needed to finish Tapestry to catch you. To catch me, well played. Well played to you too, Jonathan. Thanks for playing along. And anyone who else plays in the future, feel free to let me know. Remind me that I got an 18.3 and let me know how you did in comparison to that. Have a great weekend, guys. And yeah, take care. Stay safe. I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.